Alright, speedrun stream starting now. I need to grab the chat. Oh, this is so unplanned. Everyone just disappeared out of our house. Some strangers coming out of state for stuff. Oh, there's the chat. Oh no. Gotta grab it. I just want to do an impulse stream because there's things I want to do, but I keep yelling at myself, and I don't end up doing it. I don't know where everybody went. They died. This house was so filled with activity, and then everyone just disappeared. Go live. So, little catch me up from the last stream. The chat and stuff. Okay, we fixed everything. Everything is fixed. I just need a sample text. What if I just type in sample text? Sample text. There's so much I want to do. I'm not satisfied. Ooh, I heard YouTube has a sharing member feature, or now we can gift members. Yes. I don't know how to activate it. It's in beta, but I want it. It's sad when they say things like that's beta when you know it's going to be permanent, because if they don't make it permanent, they're literally losing money, and that's dumb. Alright, so I got the chat box. So we go to YouTube chat. I don't know why my eyes are stuck open. I look so intense. It's probably because the, oh, that's different. It says click here. It's fine. It's fine. YouTube, I got it. Gosh, why in the world won't it stop looking so intense? Oh boy. It's probably because I'm looking up. Played some Muse Dash. That's entertaining. New songs are kind of cool. I saw Nia Cat was a frickin' song, which isn't that an NFT now? So I don't know how that's legal. But anyways, we're gonna shove that away. Wait, can I actually close that? Yay! Moon Knight Jr., welcome to the stream. Yo, welcome. So, few things I wanted to know. Hey, Stefan! How you doing, Stefan? Welcome to the stream. Few things I wanted to see. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna look sad for a hot second. What was the Steambot alert for the cloud? Is it high or point? What? I'm trying to test things all at once because I've been procrastinating. Is it point or points? Is it cookie or cookies? Maybe I have to wait 5 minutes because the stream's just started. I don't know. I can't find the link for the life of me to test it. Streamlabs. It's so dumb how they don't just give it a link to you. Alright. Grabbing this. Go to Cloudbot. I can't remember what the loyalty redeem was. Queue, quote, timer, where's the thing? Store? Store. Test hi. Is it just hi or hello? I don't remember. Oh, I think Mom just got back home. Test! That's what it's called. Alright, test. Bruh. Yeah, bruh indeed. Test. I think it's too early. Oh, no. Well, we're just gonna wait. That's the problem with having keybinds on your number pads. Every time you click a number, it's just going to trigger things. Seishin Umi. I'm gonna call you Umi. Hi, welcome to the stream. Hello, Jenta. Konnichiwa, motherfucker. How you doing? I think it's too early for the test and the points didn't think, whatever. That'll take 5 minutes. I'll check back into that in a minute. I opened Live 2D for the first time in a while, and oh boy. I feel like moist baby. I don't know how to do work anymore. I want to, like, get rid of all of my save files of all my tests so I can feel like I have a clean slate and I'm not like speedrun stream. Yeah, I'm speedrunning because I didn't know if my mom was going to come back. She literally just poofed into dust and I was like, where did she go? Hi, bro. I'm speedrunning. I will end stream. How about this? This is a speedrun. A moist baby. That's the worst thing to come back. If my mom comes in my room, I will end stream. Oh, no. Hold on. No, please. It's too early. I wanted to chitter chat just a bunch of stuff, and I don't know which one to pick. Oh, no. I will impromptu end the stream if she just shows up. I don't know where Dreamy went, and I'm a little bit concerned. I made her food. I think my mom's making her food. It is a hot-ass day. I just turned off the fan. Summer's not fun. Being sweaty's not fun. Hey, Kotoro! You're just hamster now. Weren't you manager before? What happened? I don't remember things. But yeah, I opened up a Live 2D for the first time in a while, and I just want to wipe everything. I just want to wipe it. I can't stand... It's like the tiny things. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything if I delete all my previous save files. It's just I see a whole category list full of all of my test demos, and I'm like, for God's sake, can we get rid of them? I want to make progress. I opened up Furry Jenta because I'm like, I don't remember where I left off on that. I think I could just start semi over. Hoi vey! I don't even want to get into it. It's a nightmare. Oh, did I accidentally click end stream? I think I did. No, I did it again! Okay, hold on. Why do I feel like I accidentally clicked end stream? Oh no. I don't know what I did. I broke it. Ah! This will be so fun to listen back to later. Yabbe! I'm just spam it. I don't know. The stream's still good? Oh, the time just reset. Okay, that's weird. Huh. I thought I did. Alright, can I check the chat thing now? Because that's the only thing that still remained broken. My internet's staying consistent. Maybe I shouldn't do test first. I should have done point. Points or point? Points? Points? Maybe Cloudbot's not activated. Thought that was... No, Cloudbot's activated. That's still the only remaining broken thing. Oh, well. Oh, there it is! I see thing! Gamble's not turned on, by the way. Oh, I see my things. Echo! Hi, Echo! How you doing? We're trying to see if this works. I have no real plan. We're just running crazy with my mind. 69, look at my points. Okay, so it showed me my points, but it won't do the test. The alert box is activated still, right? I didn't break that. Yeah, there it is! Beautiful child of mine. Oh, lovely. Alright, well, I don't know why... Points? Exclamation point works. I don't know why the test wouldn't. Dumb and stupid and mysterious. Interesting. Anyway. She can't possibly be here already. No, Dreamy would be barking. Okay, I'm actually concerned. Hold on. Things are happening. Yeah, I don't know. I think it should be fine. It should be fine. Anyways. I have no plan. There we go. Put that away. It's hot as shit, and I want to turn the fan back on. My brain does not work. I hate summer. I hate it. Why can't we have winter back? I just want a cold breeze. I just want a cold breeze. It's so nasty. I don't like it. I hate summer. Now that I'm not a kid, it has no benefit to me other than just being way too freaking hot. I mean, it's a good thing we got a new, well, yeah, it is new. We got our AC last year, or we would be in some weird ass trouble right now. It's very icky, especially for my mom. She can't deal with humidity because of her oxygen thing. Which I don't know if she was having problems with her oxygen machine, and I think the temporary solution was to shorten the lead on her rope for her cannular thing, her nose oxygen thing. And so she just has this green snake. It's green now for whatever reason. And it's short. So every time she tries to go to my room, it's just too close. So the machine has to keep going up and down the hallway. And it's kind of annoying. But they didn't fix it. Huh. Should ask her about that. This morning was really weird and entertaining. I'm stuck on Japanese time again, and 2 hours before my mom woke up, she woke up from a nightmare. She had a dream that I ran off with multiple guys to like 3 states. Oh no, speedrun, don't send super chat. It's the piss color super chat. Bravo, you spoil me. Why does it say butt? I miss your face, you butt. Yeah, I haven't checked Discord at all. I don't wanna, I'm afraid. I still have the app. I just refuse to open it. I'm very... Hey, look at the little child! The sound's
Selfie drone of me sending you a $10 hug.
Loud.
I miss your face, you butt heart.
Oh no. Oh no. Bro, thank you for the super chat. Hold on, Mama's calling. Why is my mother calling? Huh? Well, I just learned a new thing. I can mute while I'm on a call with my mother and still track. That's interesting. I don't know why she called. I just told her I was streaming and she goes, okay, bye. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, she woke up, had a nightmare that I ran off with some guys and was getting drunk in another state. And I'm like, that is the furthest thing from truth. So, like, 2 hours before she woke up, I was like, I'm hungry. I wonder why I'm hungry. I took a THC gummy because I was losing my mind. I'm like, I've been stuck in between worlds. I haven't done anything that I would say is worthwhile. I've been grinding on Million Live, but at this point, it feels like rhythm games are just like boring. Like it doesn't feel like fun anymore. They just feel boring, and I'm like, my rhythm games, I haven't been opening or playing any of them in so long. At this point, if it wasn't for YouTube, I'd be staring into the open void. I've just been watching a lot of YouTube and yubbe. Sometimes we need a break from YouTube, but we literally close YouTube and go, well, where else do we go? Fulali, welcome to the stream, honey. Glad you can catch a stream. Yeah, go take a nap, Kotoro. You're on opposite time from me. You're 13 hours ahead. It's nighttime. Hello, Jenta. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just kind of rambling. Anyways, my mom had a nightmare. I got hungry. I took a THC gummy. I got the num-nums, and I'm like, hey, can we go get Burger King? And she's like, yeah. Only my mom would wake up from a nightmare and be like, yeah, let's go get in the car immediately. So we go to Burger King, and supposedly they open up at 6 a.m., and it was almost 7 a.m., but they were not open. And I have this anxiety-filled fear of just anything to do with the drive-thru going wrong. So the fact that we sat there, and I'm like, there's nobody here. There's nobody here. There's absolutely nobody here. I don't want to be here. It's so much like social pressure. I'm like, I don't want to be here. We already failed at getting breakfast, and I feel all anxious. And she's like, no, they should be open. And then the lady comes over the intercom, and she's like, we don't open yet. You can sit here or whatever. My mom goes, okay. I couldn't stand being parked there. It was horrible. So I'm like, just drive around. This is horrible. So just driving around. I'm like, I'm just hungry at this point. And my mom's like, let's go get a car shower. What's that called? A car wash. Yeah, that's what we got. We were trying to get a car wash. Well, it's freaking too early for anything. But my mom had a subscription to like this freaking automated like car wash, but you only get like 3 in a month or whatever. It's like a monthly subscription thing. I don't know. Uh they they read your plate from the security camera, or you could pay at the window. And it didn't work. It didn't work when we went into the, like, it's called the app, but now they don't even need the app. They're just like, we'll scan your license plate and you can go anywhere. As long as it's this brand of car wash, you can go anywhere. So she had to back up, and then she's like, all right, I gotta pay the thing, and it's some teenager, and I'm dressed like an oily, sweaty person who's been up all night. I'm like, didn't expect people to look at me in the back seat like my autistic self, and I'm just like, no, don't. I'm barely dressed. I wanted Burger King. They weren't open. This is what my mom wanted to do. She had a nightmare, and it was like, whatever, okay. Then she realized she had no money. She had ran out of the house with me after just waking up. She's like, I still feel asleep. And I'm like, well, maybe you shouldn't be driving. Why are we here? We do things too sporadically. Oh, no. We're not impulse people, but it's like, this is like the end of my day, so my mom can only like get to talk to me like early morning, and I might get a second wind and last longer. So that's like 2 to 3. That's 3 fails already to do with the drive-through, and I'm already not doing well because the THC gummy really heightens sensitivity, and it was starting to kick in outside of the I just want Burger King yummies. I'm like, no. So now I'm overly anxious, and I'm like, I just want to go home, but I'm very hungry. I can't remember where we went next. Did we go home? I think we went home and regrouped. Then we went to Burger King, and I got Burger King, and it was literally the best Burger King. I'm not even saying that because I was hungry. And I guess, was I high? I guess I was high. That I don't like saying that because it's just advanced autism is what THC feels like. The only reason I take it is when all else fails and I don't want to take more Ativan. No. Because if I take more Ativan, I'll get immune to it. And it's literally the only thing that helps. Poor Jenta. There was nothing poor about it. It was just me and my dumb brain. I'm like, everything needs to go perfect. Nothing went perfect. And then I got my food and it was delicious. Like, I don't know if you've gotten Burger King anywhere near the past 10 years, but their food is disgusting. It is absolutely deplorable. There's nothing worth it outside of their French toast sticks. Nothing. Literally nothing. Nobody works at Burger King. Nobody even goes to the Burger King we go to. Like, I think the person that owns the franchise gets dropped off because there's not even a car. Though, if they lived in the apartment complex that's, like, right next to it, they could just walk to work. But, like, literally nobody goes there. Literally nobody goes there. Their food is bad. Their service is bad. You'd look them up on Yelp. They're not doing very hot. It's bad. Bad time all around. But damn, those French toast sticks, I've never seen them so good. It was cakey. Not like the kind like, oh, this didn't cook kind of cakey. But it was like perfectly cooked all the way through, not too oily, crispy golden brown. Like, I haven't seen this look this way even when I was 10 years old. This was the best Burger King I've ever had. And that's when the THC gummy started to hit, and I was like, oh no, I am not able to comprehend things too well. Like, everything, I don't know if it's just a me thing, but when I have THC in my system, I just feel delayed and a little bit of static, which it feels like being a kid again with oversensitivity, and that's why I call it advanced autism, or just, it just feels like being oversensitized, and I'm not for it. The only reason I even bother with it is because the gummy tastes good. And if I could, I would take the THC out and only eat the gummies because they're fucking delicious. Have you had cherry slices? It's like a gas station like snack. It's so good. It's so good. Except they're always stale. I'm like, these things used to be good. Why are they always stale? It's like no matter what you get at the gas station these days, nothing is convenient about them. But anyway, it's a weird vibe all around. Yeah. So I had a great breakfast. We drove around. Mom told me more about her nightmare, and I'm like, wow, your dreams really read like, you know how some people are like, I wonder what my dream means. I had a dream about a crab. I don't know what it means. Meanwhile, my mom's just dreaming about literally blanket face statements. Anything that's bothering her IRL, she'll dream about it. It's nonsensical in dream world, but it's like very like, oh, that's what it was. I'm like, you couldn't be more wrong. It's like, you think I'm gonna leave and get drunk? Neither of those things are ever happening. Alcohol is disgusting. It is disgusting. I don't know why you people drink it. It's disgusting. And I'm not going anywhere. No. I just got this house in my name. You think I'm gonna leave? I'm literally thinking about it like I am more set up than anybody in my generation could be. Like they'd have to work ungodly amount if they were to, like, I don't technically well, I guess I technically do have a house. If I paid off the mortgage, then I technically have the house, but I don't yet. I mean, my name's under it. It's just a lot of money stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I technically have a house, and I haven't realized that till like just recently. I'm like, that's kind of nice. I'm doomsday prepping for something to go critically wrong, and I'm doing everything semi-decently. The only thing I really want to be doing right now to give myself some kind of like real big purpose is rigging. But I am so depressed looking at my computer because, you know, every time I turn it on, I don't know if this is the day it dies, which it doesn't seem to be. My grandpa thought the connection issue was one thing, and it turned out not to be. Also, thank you for subscribing, Epic. What? How do I say your name? It should show up in a hot second. Wings. Oh my god. Wings. I see the Streamlabs notification before anything else. But yeah, I just want to get back to rigging. I fell off so hard. I'm still watching tutorials, which I don't know if it's helping because I'm learning information, and, you know, old information's outdated, but new information I didn't get to test. So I just have all this information, it's just hanging about, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I guess I can draw in. I have like 5 options of models to rig currently, and I've already started 3 of them. I don't know, would it be easier just to start from scratch? I mean, that was pretty fun to do a speed rig with Bald Chan. Can I see that cursed child of mine, please? Where is my child? Where is my Bald Chan? There's 2 of them. I don't know which one's the better one. Nezumi rat, mouth only. What is this? I think those are my sister. That sounds weird out of context. Is this? Okay, this is the older one. We want the newer one. It would be this one. So this one has really nice head tracking, and the one fucked up eye and mouth tracking. But I made this beautiful cursed child in a hot second. It's very fun. I love it. Look at this cursed potential. Yeah. Everything about it's a nightmare. But I'm so proud. That would be fun. You know what? I'm convincing myself. I want to do, if I'm going to start rigging again, I need to just do another speed rig. Because that was fun. I drew it myself, I rigged it myself, and it didn't even barely take an hour. Jesus. my proudest creation is so fucking cursed. You made me like this, mother. Oh, man. Oh, man. The next one has to have hair. I need to work on... I mean, hair physics is really easy. What is the things that are hard? The one thing that's really throwing a stick in my wheel... That's a saying. The one thing that's throwing a really big stick in my wheel... Hi, John Zero. Welcome to the stream. Is I want to get... How do I explain this? Let me show you the full version of the cat right here. So, with Kitty Jenta, I don't know... This is not the best example. I don't know how to get the legs. I should use Idle Jenta. This would be a better example, because she actually does the thing. I don't know how to get the leg to move, and then my thighs go up and down. Wait, what would happen if I did this? Oh, the thighs do move. Okay. I was wondering how that worked. My arms follow my head tracking. Is that considered body X, Y, and Z, or angle X, Y, and Z? For the longest time, I didn't know there was a difference. I didn't know there was a difference. I mean, my chin doesn't go all the way. God, I don't want to study my models. This is homework. I don't want to do it. No. I'm going to do a speed rig. That'll be an actual speed run. Like, see what I can do in 3 hours, because that's as much as my attention span usually holds. Yeah. I also figured out what I was doing wrong with the mouth tracking. I was moving so many of the components when really you're supposed to keep things, like, whatever the neutral mouth is, you gotta keep it on that plane of flat, or if you keep, like, moving it, it's gonna look wonky. Anyway, I'm just... I'm thinking about math in my head. I don't want to think about math right now. We're gonna do a speed rig later, whenever I get the courage to do it again. I saw a model with a frame-by-frame animation water wave skirt, and I was like, what? I know. Goodness me. It's like, I understand how to break down a lot of the rigging stuff I see. Hey, Ehaz, how you doing? Wait, why is your name Iris now? Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Why am I, what is this, Southern? Hey, how you doing? What is that? I don't even know. But yeah, seeing a lot of, like, rigging stuff, I can pick it apart and I go, ooh, I know how that works. Ooh, I know how I would implement that. Ooh, I understand how the mechanics of everything functions. Ooh, I understand. Yes, yes, yes. It's just putting in the work has really broke my brain. And I was on such a good workflow and it died. Boston? Hey, yo, I'm walking here. Oh, shit, I think it is Boston. Where is Boston? Where is Boston? It's the Long Island medium. God, those shows. You gotta pace yourself, boo. I know, I gotta pace myself. Problem is, how do you emotionally regulate yourself when you are emotionally irregular? I don't know. I feel like I need to be harassed to take Ativan, 2 Ativan. That's like 4 milligrams, which is as prescribed. Actually, hold on. Where's the stupid? I don't have a bottle. This HTCL's garbage. I hate it. It does fuck all. It's like a... This is supposed to be for anxiety, but compared to, like, Ativan's more like a tranquilizer. But because of my chemistry biologically from my father's side, it makes sense why Ativan is the only one that works and I don't get side effects from it. And stuff like HTCL hydroxyzine doesn't work. Like normal stuff you take for anxiety or like depression or for sleep. Isn't it weird how they're like, hey, here's an antidepressant, you will sleep better? What? That's not why I'm here. And then you go to the sleep doctor and they're like, oh, you must be depressed, here's sleep medication. You're like, what the fuck? You're both treating the wrong thing. And all that did was like, oh my god, there was this one sleeping pill that actually was in my, like, I think this was a tranquilizer because that thing punched me into the ground. And I have like this strong fight or flight response that if I'm like out of nowhere sedated, it's scary. Like even with like some of my Ativan, like when I take it as prescribed, like 2 of them at once, I'll get incredibly tired. Like there will be a small period where 30 minutes will go by and I feel like a normal person. I'm not dizzy, I'm not anxious, I function normally, I'm not bouncing off the walls, and then I will just fall asleep, and it's the most painful thing because you're like, I did it. I did it. I am functioning normally. I can do job. I can do thing, and it's not a struggle. And then you start falling asleep and you're fighting it and it hurts. And you're like, no, I want to do job. So maybe I should take only 1.5. I didn't think about breaking it in half because I know for a fact if I take 2 as prescribed, it'll put me to sleep. Because fighting it's painful. I'll get 30 minutes of functionable time and then maybe a second wind, but usually I'm so tired. But I think I really need to push that to be normal because I want a rig. I can't emotionally regulate myself because I'll be running around. I got really, is it ADD or ADHD? I don't remember which it is. I think it's ADHD where you have a hard time sitting still. That's becoming a big problem. I'm just bouncing off the walls so much. And I'm like, wow, where was this when I was a kid? I felt like I suppressed things as a kid, and I'm like, wow. Teach me your ways. How was I running off the walls so much before and I functioned? I don't know. I used to sleep normally too. I don't question that though, because most kids don't sleep normally. Like you could, I don't know, as an adult, missing a day of anything is just not not a functioning fundamental of anything. If you miss a day of sleep, you feel that for weeks. There's never catching up. You're always behind. My cat slapped me awake this morning. Aw, that sounds lovely. Dreamy woke me up just a week ago. She knows she has her little corner of the bed, but every now and then I guess my mom, or she'll get excited. Like she'll try to be like, okay, she shoos her either in my room and she'll go to her spot, but sometimes she'll misinterpret if my mom's like trying to get her situated, and she'll run up on me. It's very rare, but it's incredibly cute in hindsight. But I'm like, I've taken my Ativan, I am in mid-slumber, and I just suddenly have, like, sharp, bony dog all over me, and I'm like, what the dog doing? I hear the muffles, and my mom's like, no. And I just go back to sleep most of the time. Yeah. And then you wonder if it's a dream, and you're like, I don't like not remembering things. It's horrible because it makes you really question. If you don't remember something, does it ever happen? Huh? If someone sits on you in your sleep and farts on you, will you smell later? What does that mean? These are the thoughts I have. I don't know, Dreamy's a sweet little bean. Right? Because she'll climb on me, which is very atypical, because she doesn't want to be taken away. Because she likes, I don't know. At this point, I seriously wonder, does she think the bed is hers, but she knows she only gets a corner? Or does she love me? So sad. Does she love me is the second question. Like, it's no doubt that I'm, like, clearly a familiar sight. So she's like, oh yeah, this is my place. Yes, family, mother, maybe, question mark. Man, that's a weird thought. Do our dogs really think we are their parents? Do they have, like, because, you know, they had to be puppies and kittens, so they know what their parent looks like. They've already imprinted on their parent, but once they're old enough, they don't need their parent. But then when they get adopted out, I've always wondered that. It's like, do puppies and kittens, when they get rehomed, you know, really young, there has to be, like, a grace period. I've always wondered, like, if you adopted a dog, there must be that 1 in a million where they just, like, already have a lot of, like, social anxiety, and they do remember their mom, and they don't want to be away from their mom, and then they're just always terrorized, and that's what we call a chihuahua. Right? Because I don't know. Dog and cat psychology is just very interesting. Very interesting. I could go on a whole tangent about it. Mommy siblings. That's basically it. I'm like, what? Oh, man. It's so weird. I don't see her as my child. I don't know if that's because I have a habit of distancing myself away from things I get really strongly emotionally attached. Like, I don't want it to leave. Like, when she randomly she wasn't even sick. The fucking vet scammed us, I swear. $400 for an x-ray for them to be like, I don't know, something could be wrong. Let's go to surgery. And we're like, well, then what's wrong? And they go, well, I don't know, surgery. I'm like, we just paid you $400 to take an x-ray of our dog, and it's not even sick. Fuck you. That is, like, the epitome of the worst. I think that's the only pet parent moment I had where it was, like, real moral compass, because, like, the vet bills instantly started piling up. There was nothing wrong with Dream. They were just scamming us. They started piling up, and my mom and I, like, literally, we sound like psychotic people because I was hysterically crying because it's like, we might have to give up Dream because there's no way we're going to be able to keep up this pace. And I'm like, I can't let her go. I love her. I love her so much. But it was the possessive kind of like, I don't want you to go away. I don't want you to go away, but maybe it is better if you don't have me as a parent. And that's sad. That is so sad. It's like, I wanted a dog. I'm ready for the responsibility of a dog. But then you start getting on the moral compass of, like, maybe children need a more expense-filled home. But every pet deserves a home. I mean, people are homeless and they have dogs and they function just fine. They'll always make sure the dog's fed before them. How often do you use Twitter? I don't even have the app anymore. I don't have the app Twitter, and I don't have the app Instagram because I went on a mental breakdown and said, I'm out. Which never lasts, but, you know, I'm like, it's kind of pathetic if I go and delete. I'm on a month hiatus. I think it's just more... It's more transparent if it's like, I'm going on a month hiatus, and I just leave that there, and people are like, the fuck? This is like 2 streams. It's like, what are you doing? You still here? Yeah, I'm still here. What about it? Like I said, if there's one thing you can rely on, it's that I'm unreliable. I really do want to force myself to be consistent, but I don't know how. I literally have Googled so many times basically what a manager is. I'm like, what can I do to pay somebody to force me to do something? And then it, like, gives you weird answers. They're like, is this what you mean? Or that it's, like, something to do with, like, sex. And I'm like, no, that's not at all what I asked Google. I'm just like, who do I pay to yell at me? Which is an actual thing you can do, and it's like, oh, okay, well, it's nice to know that both spectrums exist, but I think that's just a manager. And you're probably thinking, why don't you just get your mom to tell you to do stuff? well, there's this thing called parents. And we don't like listening to parents no matter how old we are. And so, anything they say becomes the opposite law. And then, you're smart enough to know reverse psychology so it doesn't work. And it's just like, the one person that can give me this for free, I don't listen. And it's just a conundrum. Wait, how recent was that? Oh, that was like the first 7 months? 8 months? This was like the first year we've had her. We got her at 8 weeks as a puppy, and raised her as a puppy. Man, so much has changed. I could have a whole stream, because she's 3 now. 3 and some change. Her birthday is March 22nd. Oh, no. Year. What is it? Was it 2019? Really? We got her just before COVID and then COVID, I think. Yeah, that would be the 2019. My memory is horrible, so everything could change about what I said. It's either 2019 or 2020, but it was definitely... Wait a minute. Her birthday's March. We got her like at 8 weeks. Math. I do math. March. Here we go. There is 5 weeks in March. So 5, 6, 7, 8. We would have gotten her in April. And then lockdown happened in March. I went to a convention. Yeah, we got her in 2019. Okay, yeah. So we had her a good deal before the pandemic. She wasn't a pandemic puppy. It's so sad. Do you guys know what happened to pandemic puppies? They all have, like, separation anxiety. It's so sad. Because, not everybody takes their dog to the park and socialized with them. And, yeah, having a puppy's not ideal in a pandemic. It's like, stay inside. Also, here's a dog. I mean, it's not all bad. I'm sure some dogs got homes because somebody was like, you know what, impulse, let's get a dog. Which is good, but we got her as a puppy. Yeah, we don't need Twitter. I know Twitter be bad. We don't ever need Twitter. Yeah, we've always worked from home too. Like, I always think of myself as a dog because I used to bark and meow really well. I used to be able to mimic barking and meowing very, very well, which is a very autistic trait if you didn't know. It's a consistent story. You'll hear that we mimic animal noises, and I'm like, I wonder why, though. It's a very consistent thing that we do. Like, I'm really good at it. It's been a while. Like, my mom asked me what happened to Kitty? I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to talk about it. Sadness. My mom literally he's like, you can't be meowing if we get a dog. It would confuse the dog, or the dog might not like it. I'm like, that makes sense. But then, it took me like a year and a half, and I'm like, that's a dumb rule. It wasn't a rule. It was more of like an offhanded comment, but I take everything very seriously. Like, I take things very literally and seriously from the get-go. Yep. It's whatever, though. I'm good. It's fine. It's all fine. Yep. My brain just flatlined. What did I do? Where am I? But yeah, she wasn't a pandemic puppy. She is a good doggo. And I hope she is in the house somewhere. Oh, it is almost 1 o'clock. I might have to head out because I like watching Dreamy get excited. She loves people. And she'll be barking like a madman. It's always so cute. I wonder if Mom will let that really rich lady come in the house, because our house is not the best. Hi, Jenta, how are you? I am chaotic. How are you? In real life, if you ever asked me how are you, I'd be like, I'm alive. I'm alive. Thank you for asking. I hate the question, like, how are you? I am doing alive. Because with chronic pain, you're like, no. You don't get to ask that question every day because it's just, ah! Because, okay, let's see if I can explain this. You don't ask somebody with chronic pain constantly how they're doing because you're making them remember that something is wrong, and that forces them to get out of their safe space thought bubble, and then they remember that they have pain, and so all of that coping and everything they did to make sure that they were stable, you just ruined by asking, how are you doing? I think that is the reason why I don't like the question, how are you doing? Or on a scale of 1 to 10, rate your pain. I go, no. It's either bad or awful. There's no in between. Well, no, I mean, I had to put cream on my neck. I was going to say, I'm doing pretty good. I had to put cream on my neck. I've been pinching a nerve, but that's probably because I'm sitting around. I'm trying to remember to use my trampoline, which, oh boy. My calves and thighs have totally forgotten what a trampoline feels like. I used to jump on that thing religiously, but now it's like we got rid of the tree and I feel so naked. I feel so naked and it's getting hot and I'm like, if I can't wear like a sweatshirt or something when I'm going outside, because I jump on the trampoline and listen to music and it's just like the best. It is the best time to be alive, where all my creative juices flow freely. And I'm just, oh my god, it is the worst. Don't ever record yourself in a happy place, because then you're gonna realize how cringe you look. You're like, is this what other people see when they drive by? Yeah, that's what they see. They know you by name. They probably call you the trampoline chick. I don't know. I avoid school buses religiously because I cannot stand judgmental children. I really can't. How old were you when you started swearing? I have no fucking idea. Actually, that's a story in and of itself. My mom always thought I learned my swearing from her, and it really was PewDiePie. It was YouTube, like early day YouTube, 2009, 2010. Yeah. It might not been PewDiePie specifically, but anyways, that all correlates because I used to play with my best friend and her entire family, and then we would be like running downstairs and just in Kid World, and I would say something and then they would mimic it, and then that would cause problems. I never got outright told like, hey, don't say that, but like they would get yelled at for saying it, and then I would feel bad because I knew it's my fault they even learned the habit, and then my mom was like, no, that's my fault, I swear around you, and I'm like, I watched this thing called YouTube. Oh my god, I found an old gem. Recently. I'm like, I used to watch this thing as a child. I feel like it was incredibly inappropriate. Hold on. Pokey Fables? This was a stop motion. Pokey Fables, it is. Oh my god. I showed this to my cousins. I showed this to my mom. And my mom was like laughing. She's like, do you know what's going on? And I go, no, why? What's going on? That Pikachu's just giving the other Pikachu a massage. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm like, most parents would be like, maybe you shouldn't be watching this shit. My mom goes, my kid's dumb, don't worry. I showed it to my cousin. It was inappropriate. YouTube is censoring me, but what can I DM you? What? Why would you DM me? I'm not gonna respond. I haven't even responded to the people I care the most about. So I'm probably not gonna respond to you. No offense. I have so much social anxiety. Social media is barred at this point. I haven't gotten the strength to crawl back into it yet. I'm just barely, like, with YouTube streaming. I just sporadically show up here and there. It's okay. It's normal. It's fine. But anyways, yeah, if you wanna look at something, there's the little kitten. How you doing? If you ever wanna just look at a gem, I mean, Pokefables, now that I look at it and watch some of it, I'm like, man, Pokefables wasn't their best work, but the other one they did, Super Mario Fables, was very top tier. Like, oh man, Inserd. Is he still making content? Like, this is very, like, what is the stuff? Robot Chicken. That's what this reminds me of. Robot Chicken. They haven't posted in a year. I don't recognize this person. Final trailer. No, 3 years ago. No. God, this is so weird. I watched this when I was baby. Oh, man. Yeah, but Pokefables, highly inappropriate. Didn't know what I was watching. Didn't understand most of it. But I was like, entertainment for free? What? And that was back when YouTube used to break your computer because it, I don't know, virus and stuff. But yeah. Oops, I deleted the live thing. Oops. I'm a mask clicker. Where do you go? Over here? Over here. But yeah, I was never into the Robot Chicken thing. Robot Chicken felt like meat cannon stuff. And if you don't know what meat cannon is, just imagine an art form made of only painful experience. That's what meat cannon is. It's, oh god, it's so painful. Meat cannon is such a painful experience to behold. I just hope you're doing well. I'm alive. I can't give you a more real answer than that. I mean, this is more realistically how my day goes. I wake up. I get to either say hi to my mom or not. She's already asleep. Dreamy's in bed with me, so I bother her. Like, we don't bother each other when we're sleeping, but I'm starting to be like, you're a dog. I can pet you, right? But I'm always so sweet and gentle. Like, everybody pets dogs so aggressively, and I'm just like, soft pets. She's fine with it. She sighs, and it's not a whine, but she has like this like little tiny high pitched little thing she does that's so quiet only I can hear. My mom's deaf as a doornail. She can't hear sounds like that. I'm like, she doesn't like the car, and we'll be taking her to daycare, which she loves, because doggy daycare, she gets to play, run around, big dogs, small dogs, new friends, blah blah blah. She's a very social pupper, but she doesn't like the ride, and I feel like that's our fault. That's our fault. I mean, we literally didn't expect to have a dog, and then we had a dog, and we didn't have a place for the puppy, and I was like, I don't know how to hold it. Man, I've grown up. I went from, I'm afraid of a dog, I got a dog, I'm afraid of this dog, I like dog, I don't want to get rid of dog. I had to ask my mom, I'm like, do you feel like we're doing better because we have Dreamy? That way it doesn't feel like... Because there would be times I would get sick and then I'd be stuck on Japanese time. I wouldn't even get to see my mom. There'd be like long stretches of time where I wouldn't see my mom, and I wouldn't barely get to talk to her, because she'd go to sleep and I'd wake up, and I'd go to sleep and she'd wake up. And I very much love, it's the hikikomori thing, the shut-in thing. I enjoy being a shut-in, because no response is a good response. And that's just a coping mechanism I learned as a kid, right? I just quiet noise. I'm fine. Don't talk to me. Don't touch me. I'm fine. Don't. So like, she wakes up, she wants to communicate, and I'm like dying. I want to go to bed. There'll just be long periods of time, and I wouldn't be able to be a companion to my parent, and she'd be like the most social thing ever. And so I could tell that after like 3 weeks of barely any content that she was like losing her mind. So I think Dreamy has really helped because she has Dreamy, at least. And Grandpa's here. Grandpa's permanently probably here. But I like that we've shoved him in the basement. I'm like, I can't ask for a better compromise than that, to be fair. I would rather have hi Mochi Tea or Mex Tea. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. It's so painfully awkward with my grandpa. I don't know how to deal with him. Just whatever. You know what? If he had no function, like he keeps my mom sane even though he's an asshole. He keeps my mom sane, and she's not so lonely, and he's the reason I was able to get my name on the house, so I'm grateful. But outside of that, no. I'm a little bit selfish, and I would implode inside. Oh god. Iron Mouse just went on a stream. This will make sense in a minute. Iron Mouse just did a stream with that one streamer that's like a psychologist or a counselor full time. And Iron Mouse said something within 11 seconds where I'm like, same, but I'm the opposite. Oh god. Where is it? Giga Clipper clipped it. I want to see what exactly she said verbatim. Let's see if I can remember how she said it. She basically was like, I could be comfortable, and once I'm comfortable, I will not move, and I will die, and I'll stay here. And as somebody in the chronic pain, health stuff, I'm like, yeah, that's basically mean. I will manage to stay barely comfortable where I am not uncomfortable. I will stay where I'm at, so like in my middle of my mattress. I will not really leave my room outside of the bathroom and shower, and I would deteriorate. I would never change anything. And that's why I really want to focus on doing anything other than that, because literally Iron Mouse said it perfectly. She's like, I didn't want that for me. Problem is like, I'd be happy either way. I mean, happy is a strong word. I'd be content. I don't have many big dreams or aspirations. I would be content just waking up, having no purpose, not barely leaving my room, and then just repeating it till I die. And that's basically me. And it's a crazy thing to realize that I'm like, yep, I'm fine like that. And the only time I've ever not been fine with knowing that answer, where I'm like, yeah, I could be a nobody or I could be a somebody, and I'd be happy to be a nobody because, it's easy. It's easy to be forgotten. It'd be easy to be forgotten, and I'm like, yeah, that's comfortable. I like it. Not much pressure to stay in a circle, because I've been crumbling in circles before, and I'm like, is it really worth all the strain? No, not really. So I'm trying to figure out if I really want to be social, or if I should just really start listening to my inner voice where I'm like, yeah, you know your boundaries. You've known your boundaries your whole life. You only function and let people in when you deem it fit, and then you disappear for days at a time. You don't think you're gonna forget me? That's fine. It's not about proving me right or wrong, because at the end of the day, oh god. Do you know the Odd Ones Out's first original song with Boy in a Band? Life is a miracle, natural disasters. It's good to be alive. You could wake up with cancer, but I'm healthy. People could still get cancer. I love this show. It's the last episode. The sun is shining. It's going to explode. The world is beautiful and unique, though. Children have malaria thanks to mosquitoes. It's that drastic comparison of like a good thing, bad thing, and the bad thing to me just makes way more sense. It's Cupid, Ren. What are you talking about? Wait, Fuwadi? You're Cupid, Ren? Oh, hi, Ren. Or what? Eh? Oh, hi, friendo. I'm so sorry you have to hear me. You are a young, blossoming child. You will go very far. Don't listen to my cynic ways. My lifestyle is made for me and me alone. I don't try to rope people into it, because it ain't healthy. I know it ain't healthy. But anyway, the one line in the Odd Ones Out song is boy in the band gets combated with "we will all die alone," and it really made me think. I'm like, oh shit, that's true. No matter what religion you believe in, we will all die alone, because even if you have a twin, you can't drag them into the beyond at the same time. On like, right, you can blink and see something and only you see it. That is not an experience you can ever share with somebody else, and it's like, oh shit, there will never be a solid comfort ever, so fuck it. It's really dark, but it's like the morbid kind of reality. Morbid reality. Also, Bananimations. Hi, welcome, honey. I'm just rambling about all kinds of stuff. I don't really have... This was supposed to be a speed run. It's almost been an hour. Where's the rich lady? She was supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. She is not from the state. She's basically on vacation. By choice. She didn't want to pay the shipping, and she's like, can I just come pick it up? And my mom's like, okay. That can't end badly, can it? Probably. Who knows? I didn't hear Dreamy bark, so either she dragged the dishes outside because she didn't want her in the house, or I missed it. I'm very curious. I'm nosy. But yeah. I'm fine existing to not exist, except other people saying, no, you should have purpose, or you should like this and that and do this and that. I'm like, the only reason I think that I'm wrong is because you said I'm wrong, and I think everybody's right but me. But maybe this is a case where I'm like, I think I'm right. I used to be this way as a kid. I was more social, but like, I used to be the same way as a kid, so I'm like, why is it different now? I listen to everybody else but me, and I'm like, I should only listen to me. I know me. Excuse me. That's water, by the way. I mean, literally, as long as you're happy. Happy is a strong emotion. Suffering in a long pause of silence. This sounds horrible, but that sounds home to me. Right? Because it's part of having chronic pain, too, is that you can't control having pain, but you can control, I guess, alleviating it in some regards sometimes. Like, we can't control when the pain comes, and we can't make it go away or fix it forever, but we can control how much we feel sometimes. I'm explaining this poorly. I've thought this out before, but I can't remember how I voiced it before. But yeah, I live a very macabre life, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. Like, I think my mentality is the same of, like, when you watch, like, Hoarders, you're like, how can anybody live like that and just erode with time? And I'm like, I'm the same thing like a hoarder, except without the hoarding. I just erode with time. Like, there's so many people we don't know exist, and they just erode with time. And I'm like, that's sad. But I'm like, then you get philosophical, and you're like, did we really have such importance, or did we maintain that we had such importance because X, Y, and Z, blah blah blah, and I'm like, too many word thoughts. I'm just a snack baby. I bounce from one side of bed to the other. I mean, I know there's healthier ways. Like, I think in Jenta world, if I didn't have chronic pain and I had any of the energy I did as a child, I would be a backpacker. I would totally be a backpacker, or like what are they called? The people that shake their thumb out to get a ride. Hitchhiking? Yeah, I'd be kind of like a hitchhiker. You know what that is? That's being homeless on purpose. Van dweller. A van dweller. Like, looking at a van life, I'm like, I hate cars. But that'd be kind of freeing. Where you only have to worry about the van. And you can go anywhere. I'm like, that'd be so fun. I love exploring and looking in nature and walking. But, you know, I can't really do any of those things unless I invite another party to take me there, and then you have to come back, and I'm like, that's too much. If I'm leaving forever. Very drastic, but... Oh! Dreamy's here! I think the lady's here. Eh? Eh? False alarm? I swear, the moment this lady gets here, I'm bouncing. Huh? It's almost 1:30. She's late. The way your tail moves gives me goosebumps. Oh yes, it wants to caress your body. Let me stroke you, chat. Yes, yes. Oh, I crave your words. I'm silly. I'm a very macabre person. I've thought about having like not really a rebrand, because I'm too emotionally attached to being who I am now. I don't like change, but I want to change. What's it called? Being a hypocrite. It's the all or nothing. It's a BPD thing. You can't let it go, but you want better things for yourself, but you're like, no. And then chronic pain's also necessitating like survival instincts over like quality of life. I don't know. It gets really like too many words to talk about. Rich lady, I summoned the hitchhiker. Yes. I would love it. I would love to be a maybe not a hitchhiker. She's here. Guys, she's here. Okay, she's here. I want to watch Dreamy. She's gonna be super excited. I'm sorry. I've been waiting for this lady for half an hour. Okay, this is my speed run of a stream. It took an hour. Wow, I'm so quick. Next stream I will do a speed rig. I swear. Totally, yes, we'll do something. I don't know, I gotta go. Okay, bye. I love you. Thank you for listening to me. Bye. Oh my god. Where's the screen? She's here. Fuck. Where is she?